Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Before we dive in, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe, because what I'm about to reveal could change everything you thought you knew about love, attraction, and the silent power women feel when you step back. Have you ever sent a message, waited, and nothing came, or felt that creeping anxiety, the kind that makes your chest tighten as you wonder if she's thinking about you at all? That feeling, right there, is where most men lose control, and it's exactly why no contact works. Not just sometimes, not just if she's the one. Every single time it's applied with the right energy, it triggers something primal inside her. Women are wired to notice absence. Absence forces reflection. And here's the truth most men never understand. When you disappear, you create a vacuum, a space that is uncomfortable but irresistibly magnetic. It's like pulling on a string she didn't realize was attached to her heart. Every text you don't send, every call you don't make, every subtle withdrawal, she feels it. And yes, she notices. But it's not just about absence. It's about what absence does to her mind. Suddenly, she is forced to confront her own feelings, her attachment, her expectations. She asks herself questions she never dared to ask when you were constantly there. Do I really want him gone? What am I feeling? Why do I miss him? Those questions aren't casual. They are silent proofs, indicators of desire, curiosity, and emotional investment. And here's the kicker. She often won't even tell you she feels it. Not in words. Not until she is ready to act. This is where patience becomes your secret weapon. Most men panic and reach out too soon. They try to explain, justify, or remind her they exist. That's the exact opposite of what works. Silence doesn't mean she's over you. It means the emotional gears are turning behind the scenes. She may feel frustrated, unsure, even a little jealous. That's normal. That's good. Those feelings are not threats. They are proof that your absence has created emotional gravity. And when you maintain your calm, your dignity, your independence, you amplify her awareness of you without saying a word. Remember, the power is in your restraint. Every second you wait is a second she is thinking about you, analyzing your value, and realizing that her feelings for you are not just surface level. They run deeper than she imagined. The silent proof is happening right now, even if you can't see it yet. Think about the last time she reached for her phone, expecting to see your name pop up, and it didn't. That little spike of anticipation, that flicker of disappointment, it's more than frustration. It's a signal. Her subconscious is recording every moment of your absence like a silent radar, scanning for your importance in her life. Every man underestimates how deeply absence affects her mind. She doesn't just miss you, she begins to measure what life is like without you. And that measurement, it's raw, honest, and undeniable. Most men make the fatal mistake of assuming her silence means she doesn't care. That's not true. Silence is where the real power lives. When you stop chasing, when you stop explaining, she is left to fill in the gaps herself, and the human brain hates gaps. It seeks answers. It creates stories. She imagines your life, your thoughts, your actions, and she wonders, often with a racing heart, if you are moving on or if you are unaffected. That uncertainty, that is magnetic. It pulls her in. Here's the hard truth that most men never hear. She notices your value more when you are gone than when you are present. Presence is expected. Absence is extraordinary. You might feel anxiety, the urge to break the silence, but that is exactly the point. Your restraint is testing her emotions. She is not just missing you physically, she is measuring her emotional dependence on you. Every time she thinks about you, her mind is creating tension between desire and pride, curiosity and fear, longing and logic. That tension, it's the most persuasive force in attraction psychology. Now you may wonder, what if she doesn't come back? That fear is natural, but here's the nuance. If she truly values you, she will feel it. Deep down, her emotional system is responding, even if she doesn't say a word. And if she doesn't respond, that's also a truth you need, because clarity is part of self-respect. The silent proof isn't just about her attention. It's about revealing who is truly aligned with you and who isn't. Understanding this changes everything. No contact is not a game. It's not manipulation. It's the simplest, most psychologically potent tool for showing a woman her own feelings without forcing her to admit them. Every minute of restraint you maintain is a minute where she's thinking about you, reassessing her attachment, and confronting the reality of your absence. She feels it, every thought, every moment, and the longer you hold your ground, the stronger the proof becomes. Have you ever noticed how quiet moments make emotions louder? That's exactly what no contact does. When you stop reaching out, you stop giving her the easy, constant reassurance she's used to. Suddenly, the emptiness is not just noticed, it's felt. She feels it in her chest, in those restless nights, in the little pangs when she scrolls past memories of you. And here's the truth most men never realize. Those pangs are not weaknesses. They are proof that she is emotionally engaged, whether she admits it or not. The human brain is wired to focus on loss. Loss makes us pay attention. And when she experiences the subtle absence of your presence, her mind begins to replay interactions, analyze words, and dissect your value in ways she never would if you were constantly available. Every joke, every compliment, every shared memory is amplified. Suddenly, you are no longer just a part of her routine. You are the standard against which all other emotional experiences are measured. That is why restraint feels so uncomfortable to her. It forces emotional clarity. Most men panic at this stage. They send a message, check if she's okay, or try to fill the silence. That's exactly what breaks the invisible gravitational pull you've created. Every text you send before she fully processes her own feelings diminishes your impact. Silence, on the other hand, creates tension. It creates curiosity, and tension is the most powerful currency in attraction. It's invisible, but it is the engine driving desire. She may not know why she is thinking about you constantly, but the proof is undeniable. She is. This is where patience transforms into power. You don't need to orchestrate her thoughts. You don't need to force her hand. You simply maintain your boundaries, your independence, and your calm. Every hour she spends wondering about you is an hour she's reconnecting with her own feelings, reassessing her choices, and acknowledging the value you bring to her life. And here's the subtle, almost cruel beauty of it. She often doesn't realize she's thinking about you. Her mind hides it from her pride, from her ego, from her desire to appear unaffected. But feelings don't lie, and the silent proof is inescapable. Understand this: no contact is not absence. It is presence without interference. You are present in her emotional world without saying a single word. You are the silent storm she can't control, the undeniable reality she can't escape. And when she finally recognizes it, it won't be about your actions. It will be about her own recognition of the emotional truth she has been avoiding. That is the hidden power of silence. That is the proof she feels now. Have you noticed how she suddenly becomes quieter, more reflective, even a little restless when you step back? That's not coincidence. That's her mind processing the gap you created. Every man thinks absence will make her forget or that she'll lose interest. But the truth is the exact opposite. Your absence forces her subconscious to confront emotions she may have buried beneath casual conversations, playful teasing, or everyday interactions. And those buried feelings? They scream louder when there's silence. Here's the truth most men miss. She isn't passive in this process. Even if she appears distant, her mind is working overtime, replaying moments with you, analyzing why she misses you, why she cares, and why she feels unsettled. That discomfort is not rejection, it's proof. Proof that she feels deeply and that your value is resonating with her in ways words could never capture. Her pride may try to hide it, but feelings don't negotiate with ego. They surface in restless thoughts, sudden memories, and the subtle pull to check if you've reached out. This is where most men fail. They underestimate her mind's capacity to process absence. They think a text or a call will calm her, or worse, force a response. But that's not attraction, that's neediness. True power is restraint. True influence comes from letting her process her emotions without interference. She begins to connect dots she didn't realize were missing, and those connections are far more compelling than anything you could say. She starts to see the value you've always had, the calm confidence, the consistency, the unshakable independence. She notices it more now, in silence, than she ever did in your presence. And here's the subtle psychology behind it. Absence creates reflection, reflection creates realization, and realization creates desire. She doesn't need to tell you she feels it. She doesn't even need to act on it immediately. The proof is in her thoughts, in the moments when she catches herself thinking of you and wonders why it hurts a little. That silent tension is the emotional confirmation you've been waiting for. Every pang of longing, every moment of curiosity, every tiny spark of uncertainty is her proof that no contact is working. Remember this: silence isn't emptiness, it's your invisible influence. It's the emotional weight you carry without speaking, the gravity that pulls her attention inward, toward her own feelings, toward her own need to reconcile what she feels versus what she admits. And when she finally acknowledges it, it will be because she felt it, not because you forced it. That feeling, the undeniable truth, belongs to you now. Think about the last time she caught herself wondering about you and felt a mix of frustration and longing. That moment is more powerful than any text, any call, or any attempt at persuasion. It's raw, unfiltered, and entirely hers. The beauty of no contact is that it doesn't just make her notice you, it forces her to feel herself noticing you. And feelings, unlike words, are irrefutable. She can argue with logic, she can justify with pride, but emotions don't negotiate. They speak in silence, and that silence is your invisible proof. Here's what most men fail to grasp. When you withdraw, you aren't creating distance, you're creating awareness. Awareness that she is missing you, thinking about you, and questioning what your absence means. Those mental loops she runs over and over again are not coincidence. Every memory she recalls, every detail she analyzes, every fleeting pang of longing is proof that your presence mattered far more than she allowed herself to admit. And yes, that proof is silent, but it is louder than anything you could force through words or gestures. The moment she feels unsettled, slightly anxious, or even a little jealous, you are witnessing the proof in real time. That internal dialogue she hides from the world is the core of attraction. She isn't just noticing your absence, she's evaluating it, understanding it, and letting it shape her emotions toward you. And here's the key: patience amplifies this process. Every hour you maintain your boundaries is an hour she is unconsciously measuring her attachment, her desire, and her own emotional truth. Your restraint isn't absence, it's a catalyst. Many men misinterpret silence as rejection, as loss, or as failure. That's because they don't understand emotional mechanics. Women feel in layers. First comes the gut reaction, then reflection, then realization, and finally action. The silent proof exists in those first two stages long before she ever reaches the last. Your role isn't to force her hand, it's to let the proof emerge naturally through your absence. That's the psychology most men never see. Withdrawal isn't abandonment. It's a mirror reflecting her feelings back at her. If you can hold your ground, stay confident, and resist the urge to fill the void, you'll notice subtle shifts. She may reach out, she may tease, or she may remain quiet for longer than you expect. But every second she spends thinking about you is evidence that no contact works. That pull, that internal struggle, that quiet curiosity, she feels it now, and every moment of restraint strengthens that truth. You don't need to say a word. The proof is already written in her mind. By now, you've probably started to sense it, the subtle shift in her energy, the way her mind keeps circling back to you even when she tries not to. That's not imagination. That's the silent proof no contact creates. She feels it now. Deep down, beneath pride, beneath logic, beneath the busy distractions she tells herself matter more than you, there is a quiet acknowledgement. Your absence has forced her to confront her feelings, and she can't ignore them. Most men panic at this stage. They think silence is weakness. They confuse patience with passivity. But here's the secret: silence is not absence. Silence is strategy. Silence is clarity. Every day you resist the urge to reach out. Every hour you remain steadfast in your calm. You are reinforcing your presence in her mind without saying a word. You are planting seeds of awareness that grow into undeniable attraction. And unlike words, this influence is irreversible. It is not something she can talk her way out of. It is etched into her thoughts, lingering long after you've left the room, the text thread, or the conversation behind. Think about how she now analyzes her own feelings in private moments, the sudden pangs of longing, the random flashes of your image, the quiet wonderings about what you are doing, who you are with, whether you are thinking of her. Those aren't fleeting distractions. They are your proof in motion. She is processing her emotional reality, and the evidence is undeniable. The very fact she is feeling these things confirms that your restraint works, that your no-contact strategy is not just effective, it is irresistible. And here's the most powerful truth: she may never admit it outright. She may resist, distract herself, or act indifferent. But the proof exists in the tension, the curiosity, the longing that surfaces when she believes no one is watching. That tension is your silent victory. That curiosity is the gravity pulling her closer, whether she realizes it or not. She feels it now, because you allowed space for her to confront her own emotions without interference. You became the standard, the quiet storm, the undeniable force she can't ignore. Remember, mastery of no contact isn't about games or manipulation. It's about self-respect, patience, and understanding female psychology at its deepest level. When you walk away and hold your ground, you create clarity, you create desire, and you create undeniable proof. She feels it now. That feeling, intense, undeniable, unspoken, is the ultimate confirmation that your presence mattered more than she ever admitted, and it will shape her actions long before words ever could.